Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal, stand before you with a very important topic of core paper number 14 of 6th semester, and the name of the topic is Rabindranath Tagore on critique of nationalism. Rabindranath Tagore on critique of nationalism. It means Rabindranath Tagore on critique of nationalism. Rabindranath Tagore on critique of nationalism means his views or his opinions about nationalism. What views he had for nationalism is known as the critique of nationalism. But before I start my video, I want to intimate my viewers that my channel number is @Dilip Kumar Pal 9375. If you will search this channel in Google, you will find more than 440 videos in my channel relating to +2 first year political science, +2 second year political science, and +3 first semester to +3 sixth semester political science honors. And many videos of environmental studies of +3 first semester, which is common for +3 first semester arts, commerce and science students, are also available in my channel. I request my viewers that if you have subscribed my channel, it is all right, so that you will be benefited. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe for your benefit. And those of your friends who are in above classes, +2 first year to +2 second year political science, and +3 first semester to +3 sixth semester political science, aware them about this channel, so some students will be benefited. Remember, to give help to anybody, it is a great humanitarian activity. And my request to my viewers, never hesitate to give help to anybody. It is a highest humanitarian activity. And I want to inform my viewers that if you want any topic, just write my name Dilip Kumar Pal and the name of the topic in YouTube. You will also get videos both in Odia and English. If you will get Odia video, be sure that its English version is in YouTube. If you will find English video, be sure that its Odia videos is also available in YouTube. Let us start. Rabindranath Tagore on critique of nationalism. What opinion, what views he had on nationalism or his nationalistic ideas. Let us start. Rabindranath Tagore, who was known as Gurudev, Bard of Bengal, master of literature, and many things else by many people, was born on 7th May 1861 at Kolkata and died on 7th August 1941 at Kolkata. So, Rabindranath Tagore was known in many titles. He was known as Gurudev, Bard of Bengal means poet of Bengal, master of literature. He was known in many names. Was born at Calcutta on 7th May 1861 and died at Calcutta on 7th August 1941 at the age of 80 years. His father's name was Rabindranath Tagore. and mother name was Sarada Devi, was first non-European to get Nobel Prize on Literature for his book Gitanjali in 1913. Rabindranath Tagore's father name was Rabindranath Tagore, mother name was Sarada Devi, and Rabindranath Tagore was the first non-European to get Nobel Prize on Literature for his book Gitanjali in 1913. His compositions were chosen by two nations as national anthem, India's Janagana and Bangladesh Amar Sunar Bangla. So his compositions were taken as national anthems in two nations, India, Janagana for India, Amar Sonar Bangla in Bangladesh. Among the precious ideas of Rabindranath Tagore, his view on critique of nationalism or views about nationalism or opinion about nationalism was a very significant idea. Rabindranath Tagore delivered his ideas on a lot of issues. Among these, his idea on nationalism or critique of nationalism, his views on nationalism or his nationalistic idea was considered as a major idea. So, what ideas Rabindranath Tagore had on nationalism? Number one, demand for political freedom as ultimate goal. He viewed that for a country there must be independence or political freedom. For every country, its independence is necessary. So for India, Indian independence must be the only goal. Tagore felt that a country cannot make progress without political freedom or independence. So, for a country under colonial rule, its independence must be the ultimate goal. So, he demanded Indian independence. It was a sign of his nationalism. He viewed that for the development of a country, its independence is absolutely necessary. Without independence, a country cannot develop. So, for every country which was under a colonial rule, its independence is absolutely necessary. So, as India was under colonial rule, it was under Britain, its political freedom must be the ultimate goal. So, the first nationalistic idea of Rabindranath Tagore was that he demanded Indian independence. He told, for India, independence must be the ultimate goal. He was in favor of Indian independence. He felt that unless India will get independence, India cannot make progress. Number two, oppose foreign rule or imperialism. He always opposed foreign rule or imperialism. Why? He criticized foreign rule or imperialism in any part of the world in general and India in particular. He opposed foreign rule or imperialism in any part of the world in general and India in particular. He viewed that foreign rule means plundering the areas or exploiting the areas under control. So he wanted to make India free from plundering attitudes of Britishers. He was against foreign rule. He was against imperialism. He viewed that if there will be foreign rule, the country which will be ruled, it will be plundered, it will be exploited. So he viewed that as India was under Britishers' rule, definitely it will be plundered. it will be exploited. So long as there will be foreign rule, definitely that country will be plundered, P-L-U-N-D-E-R, plundered by the foreign rule. So, in order to protect India from being plundered, he wanted Indian independence. He was against foreign rule or imperialism because he viewed that if there will be imperialism or foreign rule, the country which will be under rule will be plundered. It will be exploited. So, in order to protect India from exploitation or being plundered, he demanded to end foreign rule in India. Number 3, Indians should follow their own culture. He viewed that Indian culture is the best culture, it is the superior culture. So Indians should follow their own culture. They should not follow the culture of the West because it will not suit to them. Their culture will suit to them. So Indians should not adopt foreign culture because it will not suit to them. Indians should adopt their culture. They should follow their culture because it will suit to you. So the third nationalistic attitude of Rabindranath Tagore was Indians should follow their own culture. He viewed that Indian culture is a superior culture. So every Indian must be proud of their culture. He was against borrowing foreign culture. He once told, we in India must make up our mind that we cannot borrow other people's history. He said, we in India must make up our mind that we cannot borrow other people's history, and that if we stifle, we are committing suicide. When you borrow things that do not belong to you, they only serve to cross your life. So you advised Indians not to adopt foreign culture because it do not suit to them. So his third view about nationalism was that he viewed that Indian culture is the best culture, it is the superior culture, it will suit to Indians. They should not adopt foreign culture because foreign culture will suit to foreigners. Foreign culture will not suit to Indians. So if Indians will follow foreign culture, it will crush, it will ruin their life, R-U-I-N, it will ruin their life. So he advised Indians that Indian culture is the best culture, it is the superior culture, so they should follow their culture because it will suit to them. Number 3, people of India should show their culture to West. He viewed that Indian culture is a superior culture and it has its own contribution for the human civilization. So Indian people should show their culture to West. By this, they will prove that they are not beggar of West. He viewed that Indian culture is the best culture. It is the superior culture. So Indian should show their culture to the people of West. They should show the contribution of their culture to human civilization to the West. So they should follow their own culture. They should not adopt culture of West. They should not be the beggars. They should not be beggars of West. Now 5, support methods of extremists to achieve Indian independence of India. He viewed that for India, independence must be necessary. But it must be achieved by the methods of extremists like Lal, Bal, Pal. He viewed that Indian independence should not be adopted by peaceful means because peaceful means is a baker's method. He wanted Indian independence at any cost, by violent and forceful method. He wanted Indian independence by forceful and violent method of extremists like Lal Bal Pal. He regarded peaceful method as begging method and the easiest method of relieving one's mind from his responsibility towards his country. The fifth nationalistic attitude of Rabindranath Tagore was that he wanted Indian independence not by peaceful method or by begging method, as it was told by him. He wanted Indian independence by force, violence, which are being adopted by extremists like Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Bipin Chandra Pal. Number 6, surrender his Nobel Prize as a protest against Jallianwala Bagh incident 1919. Another nationalistic attitude of Rabindranath Tagore was that he had much love for his country. So when Jallianwala Bagh massacre was held on 13th April 1919, and many people were either died or injured, out of protest, he surrendered his Nobel Prize by describing that massacre as an inhuman act. It shows how much love he had for the country. When on 13th April 1919, Jallianwala Bagh massacre was held, when 1,000 people either died or injured, he surrendered his Nobel Prize by considering it as an inhuman activity. His love for the country was revealed when he decided to surrender his Nobel Prize as a mark of protest of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So he was a great nationalist. Then the 7th nationalistic idea of Rabindranath Tagore was that stress to break racial barriers to achieve national unity. He wanted to break racial barriers, racial feelings to achieve national unity. Like Switzerland, in spite of presence of different races, there is national unity. So he advised Indians to break their racial feelings for the national unity. He viewed that just as in Switzerland, there are many races, but there were no racial feelings. In the same way, he wanted to end racial feelings in India to achieve national unity. He viewed that so long as there will be racial barriers, national unity in India will not be possible. So, just as in Switzerland, racial feelings were not found in spite of many races, and national unity has been achieved in Switzerland, he wanted to end racial feelings in India to achieve national unity. So he advised Indians not to have racial feelings. 8th important idea of Rabindranath Tagore, 8th important nationalistic idea of Rabindranath Tagore was India to preach in the world principle of one God, one race. He viewed that the principle of one God and one race told by Nanak, Kabir and Chaitanya should be preached by Indians to world. He viewed that Indians are only people in the world who can teach to the world people that God is one, race is one. So all the people of world are brothers and sisters. There should not be any feelings. So this principle of one God and one race, India should preach in the world, and the idea of one God, one race has been given by Nanak, Kabir and Chaitanya. He viewed that Indians are only people in the world who can preach to the people of the world that God is one. People are one. There is no difference among them. People are brothers and sisters. This internationalistic attitude in the world can be propagated only by Indians. Number 9. Prayer to God for country's men. He was always interested, Rabindranath Tagore was always interested for the good of India and good of people of India. So he always gave prayer to God for their well-being. To make Indians fearless, truthful, rational, God-fearing, noble, generous, were his prayer to God. He always gave prayer to God. Make Indians noble, rational, God-fearing, fearless, etc. As he had much love for the people of India and the country India, he always gave prayer to God to make Indians rational, noble, generous, God-fearing. Then, 10th nationalistic attitude of Rabindranath Tagore was, he viewed to end caste and communal feeling for the national unity. He wanted to make India strong. For this, he felt that national unity is necessary. And for the national unity, he advised people not to have caste feeling and communal feeling. Finally, he gave priority to education of people for national progress. He felt that for the development of India, for the development of people of India, education must be a mean. Education is a mean. Without education, people of India cannot develop. Realizing this, he always gave priority to education in India, because he felt that without education, Indian cannot make development. And for the development of Indian education system, in 1921, December 23rd, 1921, he established Vishwa Bharati in West Bengal, and which was recognized as a central university in 1951. So, we have discussed in this video 11 nationalistic ideas of Rabindranath Tagore. Now discuss some points to remember. Vishwa Bharati University was founded by him on 23rd December 1921 and was given a status of Central University in 1951. Previously it was known as Patha Bhavan. His wife's name was Mrilarini Devi. His wife's name was Mrilarini Devi. And he died at the age of 8 years. So, in this video we have discussed Rabindranath Tagore's views on critique of nationalism, his views on nationalism. I think this video will be very much useful for 6th semester students for their core paper number 14, and paper name is Modern Indian Political Thought. Thank you. Have a good day.